Have you ever heard about Tehran series? Can a series in Persian and Hebrew be successful for an English audience? What is your opinion? Daniel Sorkin, the director of the miniseries, won the Best Director award at the Israel Inner Film Festival for his 2006 film Out of Sight. The Moscow-born director made his 2012 TV series Guardian Soul about two Russian spies who after years have to hand over their son to Russia and choose between betraying the country and the family. Tehran series, however, has also employed interesting figures in the group of actors. Navid Negahban, an Iranian-American Hollywood actor who has starred in films such as The Stoning of Soraya, The Brothers, The American Sniper, and The American Assassin, will star in the film. Subscribe our YouTube channel to watch the rest of this video and more. Shaun Toob, another Iranian-American Jewish actor, has starred in such films as The Bad Boys, Accident, Kite Runner, and Iron Man. Israel singer Liraz Charhi will play a role in Tehran along with these two and other actors in the series. The story of this series, however, begins with the mission of a young woman as a new Mossad officer who immigrated to Israel with her family at the age of 6. And now has to travel to Tehran on her first mission for the Israel Intelligence Service. One of the points of this series is the reconstruction of Tehran's urban space in Israel, an event that, given the huge and infrastructural differences between Tehran and Israel, it is not clear how successful it has been. However, in the part of the news report of Israel TV channel about the production stages of this series, Navid Negahban, who is shown talking on the roof of one of the apartments, states about this issue, "These styles of roofs always remind me of Iran. These satellites and other things that are high up, the kids of the neighborhood who slept on the roof, especially in the summer, remind me of Iran. Daniel was a director I always wanted to work with," said Shaun Toob, another actor, while praising the series' good script. He goes on to state, "The character I play in the film is the boss, so he always has a challenge with himself because he always wants to do the right thing, but there are times in life when you break the rules." Navid Negahban goes on to explain Tehran is a spy trailer, but deep down it tells a love story. About speaking of Israel actors in Persian, Persian-speaking counselors and teachers try to justify and train Hebrew-speaking actors to play their roles in a more believable way for Persian speakers. Among them are a young boy and an old woman of Iranian origin who are relatively more fluent in Persian. However, it is clear from the teaching method that the actors are not able to get the right accent and tone of sentence. To clarify the purpose of demonstration is one of the streets, several young people, including an Israel girl spy, are chanting during the demonstration. This sequence, of course, is a dramatization of the serious and reckless confession that has been said a lot in the country in recent years, but its repetition was not acceptable to some audiences. Now, the behind-the-scenes report of this series also shows a young spy covering half of his face with a headscarf and trying to lead the crowd in a demonstration. From now on, these sequences and images could indicate the production of a film from Iran that has only domestic consumption for Israel. However, it should be seen that with this amount of frankness about the extent of intervention in the challenges of the country in recent years, what reflections this mini-series will have in Iran. This series can be also watched on Apple TV.